What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Too Many Opinions podcast. This is Sarah.
This is Jeannie.
All right, Jeannie, let them know. What's the topic for today?
So today's topic is very important. Today's topic is going to be get comfortable saying no.
Which I feel like is such a hard thing for people to do.
Yes, it is.
And I feel like it doesn't have to do with being like an introvert, an extrovert, being passive or being aggressive or whatever. I feel like saying no is genuinely kind of hard, especially when it's people you love and care about.
Absolutely. Saying no is tough because we usually don't tend to put ourselves first.
Mm-hmm.
And we usually tend to put everybody else first, and then we suffer for it. Meaning with me, my perfect example will be, I just had a conversation with my boyfriend where I had FOMO because I didn't want to miss out on things with my friends, but I know that the things with my friends was also not making me happy. So I would stay, but I would stay with a face. I would stay mad and I would stay. And it's like, he told me one day, like, why don't you just get up and go? Like, you're not obligated to be here.
Right.
And that kind of just was like a poof in my mind. And now I feel so much happier because now I am so comfortable saying no, but you have to put that in practice. It's not going to happen from one day to another. Slowly, the more you say no, saying no gets addicting once you're there.
You're like, no.
Yeah.
You want to do this? No.
Now I'm just so comfortable with my nose, but I am so much happier. And then everybody gets the best version of me because now I'm honest with myself and I'm honest with others.
And then that means when people actually get your time, they're getting a good time and not like, I'm just here because I feel like I need to be here kind of
Absolutely.
vibe.
Absolutely. In what other instance do you think it's important to say no?
I think not just going out, that's definitely an important one. I think also when it comes to work, I think you need to learn how to say no. Like if you're being given too much work or if you feel like the work that is given to you is not either within your job description or is unrealistic. Like we need to be able to not only say no, but set boundaries with people. And so that's like two places, right?
That's a good one. Work.
Yeah, work is a hard place to say no.
Yeah, because a lot of people are afraid that they're going to lose their job or that the boss is going to start looking at them different. But I feel like bosses will actually look at you in a better light because you said no, because you're going to give them all you can in the tasks that they give you instead of half-assing work.
And it's going to create a respect. Like, wow, she knows not only her worth, her value, but what she's capable of and what's in her job description. And if in work, this specific example, if you're being given work that's outside your job description, you need to go in there and negotiate either more money or find someone else to do the job because this isn't what I was hired for. And now you're making me do more work in order to fit in the same salary, and it doesn't work like that.
Guys, go look at your job descriptions. Look at your job descriptions, because if it's not in your, I remember at my job just now, she said something to me and I'm like, that's not in my job description. She's like, yeah, but it's under miscellaneous. I'm like, where in my job description does it say miscellaneous?
Oh no.
And things don't work out that way. Miscellaneous.
That's a good little good one. Nice try.
Like, nice try, man, but I'm not stupid. I went to school.
You know what else I feel like is probably a hard thing to say no to when it comes like into the workplace? Like for you, for example, you speak Spanish. Like I don't know if this has ever happened to you,
Girl.
But have you ever been put in a situation where you're being treated as a bilingual employee with a one speaking language employee? Like what? Like how are you going to expect me to translate something when I'm not a bilingual employee? You don't pay me to speak Spanish, but then you want me to jump up at every snap of the finger.
Girl, it's happening to me as we speak. It actually happened to me at a job in LA when I worked at a college. They literally brought me to translate and I was like, I don't understand what she's saying. I felt so bad because obviously I could have helped her out, but it's the principle. Like if I do it for you, then you're going to keep taking advantage of me and you got to pay me for my expertise.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like now at my job, they don't pay me to be bilingual, but they'll give me adjusted time. So if I translate a paper, I will be like, all right, well then that's hours from work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they don't count it into my 8-hour shift. They'll count it as extra.
Okay.
So I'll get to leave early and I'll get an incentive for it.
That's
but
good
if it's
then.
for free,
with no reward, no nothing. Like
absolutely not.
If you for example, if you translate this meeting or any meeting you get, you'll get $150 check or
Absolutely.
gift card, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you have to go and ask your employees to give you extra money or extra dollar bill, but there also has to be an incentive
I
that
gotta be compensated.
yeah, because
Absolutely.
that's definitely not within your job description. So that's, I think, a huge place where it's hard to say no. And another big one that I think is really hard to say no to is family.
Oh hell yeah.
Cause it's like, oh my God, like I may have done something, like maybe my mom and my dad want to do something. They asked me to go do it. And I'm just like tired. It's like, damn, I kind of feel bad because I always want to make them happy. I always want to be able to
The
like
guilt.
do
The
it.
guilt because they go, well, we did all this for you when you was little, but all right, you had me because you wanted to, and you
Right.
had to do that. You're not about to guilt trip me into anything.
So now it's like, and now I'd be like, oh no, I'm not going. And they'd be like, really? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stay home. I'm tired. They'd be like, okay. And I'm like, okay.
Oh my god, well that's so cool that my parents would have me say no to them. I mean, I just ignore I don't say no to them, but I will take avenues to say no.
Like-
I won't blatantly no, I'm not going. I'll just not pick up their phone call. Stuff like that.
I won't say no, but I'm just not gonna pick up their call. Sorry,
Right,
Mom.
yeah, because if I say no to them, like I can't. Like I won't be able to say no to them, but I can take other avenues.
So it's like I feel like it has to be something like either I'm really tired, I've been working a lot, or maybe I have a lot going on, and it's like if I'm not right, like if I'm not feeling right, like I need my time, then it's like it's easy for me to say no, and it's like this is what it is, and they won't bother me. They may drop off food. They're so good to me. They'll drop off food.
In a Spanish household, there's no such thing as that. As, oh, well, I'm tired or I'm going through something mentally. They don't give a shit about none of
They're
that.
like, get your ass up.
Yes, I could be 99, and if my mom wants something, she's all right. I'm gonna have to go. But yeah, I mean, that's a good point though. That there's other avenues. If you're a person that can't blatantly just say no, there are other avenues
On how to
say no.
There's other ways that you can do it without
Yeah,
really doing
ignore.
it. Ignore or just switch the topic. Oh, you're gonna come over. Oh, so what are you doing later?
Yeah,
like,
or I don't even know. Like you're gonna have to get creative with your no's, but make sure you say them.
And they're
Because
important.
for your mental health. I know we keep talking about mental health, but it's so important as you get older. Like things just don't flow the same.
They
Like,
don't.
They don't affect you the same. Before somebody could have said something to me and I would have been like, oh, whatever. But now I feel like I'm so sensitive to everything that I'm ready to like.
yeah, like now I gotta explain myself. I gotta do something. I gotta give some sort of no, like I don't know. 2023 is coming. I think that's going to be one of my goals for next year. Is just learn how to articulate better
Communication.
that the answer's no.
And I don't have to give you an explanation either.
It's just no.
That's another thing. Because just because like if I say no or yes, I don't have to give you an explanation. Well, not really, because if you say yes, people don't want an explanation for that.
Yeah,
It's like, oh yeah,
yeah.
you said yeah, let's go. But if you say no, they want you to explain. I don't have to explain myself to you. It's
Yeah, no.
You need to realize that when I say no, please don't ask me why, because it could be sensitive things why I'm
Right.
saying no, and I don't want to discuss that with you. But accept my no and respect it.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be one of my goals is saying no and not explaining myself. I'm the worst explainer. Like I just feel like I have to give a reason for everything, and it's like
Yes,
I don't know
and you
why.
definitely are like that. Do
I-
not explain yourself.
I can't. I know.
Like, well, hold on, because there has to be boundaries to things. Like
Yeah.
if it's important, like if we had something planned and it's important and there's a reason why you can't make it,
Yeah.
you can't just be like, no, I'm not going. Just
Yeah,
'cause.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
all right, girl. Like there's in certain instances you do have to say why. But for the most part, like if I'm inviting you or if you like, I don't know, like it's tough.
Yeah.
It depends with who too. Like it just depends. But
So what other? Can you think of any other ideas where it's like hard saying no?
in relationships.
Oh,
It's
I
hard
didn't
to say
think
no in
about that.
relationships because you
And that
want to
could
keep
be
your
it.
partner happy, but also if you're keeping your partner happy and forgetting about yourself, you become miserable, essentially not keeping your partner happy, because if you're not happy, they're not happy.
Right. That's such a good one because in a relationship, there's so many pieces to it. There's like the communication part of it. There's the physical part of it. There's the sexual part of it. There's the like dating part of it. And
Yeah.
those are all things where it's like you need to be able to be comfortable to communicate your needs and be comfortable to be able to say no, whether that's in a conversation, if they're asking you to do something,
Yeah.
whether it has to do
Even
Sexually.
sexually.
yeah, I
see?
agree. You have to
Even,
be,
like-
and that's a tough one too, because it's like you're being in a relationship. I feel like there's always that time where you have to
Are you serious?
hold
right
on,
now?
guys. Pause. Fucking asshole. Oh my god.
Clearly, guys, we're still in the hood. recording.
Yeah.
One day that'll be.
One day we're gonna have our own studio and shit. It's
But
coming
yeah,
soon.
I think sexually that's a good one. Like,
That's a.
why
really
would you
hard
wanna?
one.
Why would you wanna be like? Why would you wanna be intimate with someone if they're not feeling it, and you know they're not feeling it, but you want to be selfish and you want to be horny, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
That
I wouldn't
is-
want to have sex with someone that doesn't
Take that into consideration.
want that. Like, you need to, I don't know.
That's a tough
And
one.
you know when someone doesn't want to,
Yeah.
and they're forcing it for you.
And it's like, damn, because then it's like, oh, I feel like there's a stigma where you have to like almost almost take part in it because it's your relationship, and it's like you want to satisfy your partner, and then they're like, and then you hear all these things like, oh, if you don't satisfy your partner, they're gonna find it somewhere else, and then it's
I
like,
hate that.
that is
I hate when people
so-
say that.
That puts such a sour taste in my mouth.
Oh, they're gonna find it somewhere else. So you can't communicate that you're not happy in certain aspects so we can work on it. What happened to people wanting to work on things nowadays?
Yeah.
Why is it that you have to feel like you have to go look for it somewhere else instead of like now if you relay the message, you get the help and you do all the things you gotta do and the person's still not budging, okay, then you leave.
Yeah.
Just leave.
Leave.
Don't step out on the relationship.
Right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why communication nowadays is so difficult for people.
It's hard. I think we've been programmed. A lot of people in our like age range have been taught not to communicate, or they were brought up where feelings don't matter. You're just do what you're told. You go to work and you have fun when you can. And
that's
that's really
terrible.
not what it is. It's so sad. It shouldn't be like that. And we should be able to say no, both parties, both the man and the woman.
And
Like,
be receptive. You should also be receptive of it.
and
though.
it's like, I feel like that should be a cue. Like, are you okay? Like, is something going on? Do you want to talk about it? Like, why? You know what I mean? Like, that should be something. That shouldn't just be like, oh, fine, she doesn't want me or he doesn't want me right now, and
right,
storm
because
off.
most likely it's not about you. It's most likely about me not
Right.
feeling something.
So it's
within
like, check
myself.
on me. Check on me.
Yeah, let's normalize checking on people, like rather than judging them so quickly or taking a rash decision on something because someone said no to you. Maybe I say no to you and I'm feeling like I want to go freaking jump off a building one day.
And it's like,
You just took it as I'm being a bitch rather than asking me, "Yo, are you okay?"
or you don't want to spend time with me or whatever, or like
Yeah.
maybe my friendship, I don't think you think our friendship is valuable, so it's like you're just easy to say no, but in reality I need you more than you think, and you just don't know how, and I don't know how to communicate it. So it's like,
Exactly.
check on the people you love. Like, if you are receiving no's, especially if they're frequent. Like, if I ask you 3-4 times to do something, and it could be different things, out to eat or
Yeah.
shopping, and you keep telling me no, like, the first time I'm gonna be like, all right, bet she's not in the mood. But the second time I'm gonna be like, are you good? You're gonna say yeah. I'm gonna be like, all right. The third time I'm gonna be like, all right, bitch, I'm pulling up. Like,
so-
whoa,
yes.
something's going on. Like, I get like you don't want to do much, but like we gotta check in. Like, I need to come through. Like, what's going on? Let's talk about it.
Right.
Or like, even if we don't talk, let me just come sit with you. You're not alone.
Exactly. That is so important that you say that. Like, let's really, like, instead of it's just that people have this judgmental thing on them where they just automatically want to judge instead of sitting down with people are going through shit right now.
It's
It-
hard.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to bleep that. It's a recession. The recession's coming.
Yep.
Things are like bills are piling up. Things are getting more expensive. Jobs ain't paying
Inflation.
enough. Inflation's like people are really going through it right now. Like
It is
let's
tough.
stop judging so much and see where we can help people, our loved ones. Let's talk about things. Let's sit down. We don't have to go out. We can just do something cheap in the house, but check
Yeah.
in on people. I
Check
think
in
that's
on
so
people.
important that you said that.
Yeah, checking on people. I feel like that's sometimes it's forgotten about because all we do is think about the moment. But we really do. We need to check on each other. And it's tough because like you may have family or friends or people you love who are going through it and you don't know how to help them.
Yeah.
You don't know how to help them. You don't know what to do. But like
But
I
at
said,
least if they know that you tried.
I'm here. You need to
Yeah.
spend time. We'll sit in silence. Or you want to put your show on? I'll just fuck around on my phone. Excuse my language. Like,
Oh, yeah.
right? Like, I'll just sit here and be with you. You're not alone. I'm here. You're here. Whatever. Like, we got this. So aside from saying no, make sure you're receptive to the person that's saying no. And if it becomes a habit, check on them. Make sure they're okay.
Yeah, make sure they're okay. But then also catch the hit. If they're saying no because they don't like you, cut them off.
Ooh, that's a whole different kind of no.
Yeah.
Shit.
There's a lot of no's. Like if there's no's that you know is because they're going through something, check on them. But if there's a no and you know like that they secretly don't fuck with you, and it's not even a secret. Like you could tell when someone don't fuck with you. I just recently did that.
I couldn't even imagine going to asking somebody who I know doesn't really fuck with me to chill or like go out to
Bro,
eat. Like,
I actually just recently did that. Like I'm learning to like know my place. I know that I'm a good person. I know that I try to do the best that I can for people. I can't be there for people, for everybody all at the same time. I do the best that I can.
Wow.
And if you're being a bitch or you're I'm not gonna take your shit no more.
Yeah.
You don't
Good.
have to be in
Good.
my life anymore, and I don't
Period.
care. You're not gonna be missed
You're
because I know
not.
that in this relationship, I did way more for you than you ever did for me.
Yeah.
So bye.
That's really what it got to be too. That's a great point, because that is like, sometimes it's forced. We like force friendships to either keep things alive or because yeah, like in our previous episodes. But it's like, no, we're not doing that anymore.
And it's like that thing where they said like, I don't know, every season I get rid of a lot of things because they say like God doesn't bless you unless you let things go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna keep holding on to a friendship when I can meet someone new that's gonna bring so much value to my life because I'm holding on to this better person, or this person that takes everything to heart, or this person that gets mad, or one day they're good and one day they're not. Like, I don't got time for wishy-washy.
And you know what's funny is that like it's not even the value. Sometimes it's just about the people. Like you could get around people where it's all laughs and it's all jokes and you're smiling and you're laughing, and then you could get around someone and their energy, maybe they're just
So
fighting
heavy.
demons, or they don't know how to be happy or whatever, and it like takes over you. Like, no, we're not doing that anymore. I am all the rest of this year, we have a few months left, all of next year and the years thereafter, I am so focused on protecting my energy and only being happy, laughing, smiling. And the only time that I'm trying to cry is when I'm belly laughing. If it's not
Or in a rom-com movie.
if it's not in that description, I don't want it. I don't want to be a part of it. No
I
more.
love my 30s. I feel like I'm at a point where actually like I'm starting to know myself. I'm starting to fix it because there's a lot of things.
Yeah.
That's another episode coming up. You need to reevaluate yourself.
Yeah.
Because I'm not perfect.
No.
I have so many things I need to work on still, but I'm so glad that I can recognize it and that I'm starting to work on myself and I'm becoming more of myself and who I truly am. And 2023 is about that. If you're not
Facts.
aligning with my shit, you need to get out my life. And I don't care anymore.
I agree. And fixing yourself is a very hard thing to do because it's like you're reliving trauma. You're reliving things that you've been through. You're trying to figure out why you're triggered. Why am I being triggered by this? Should this be triggering me? And like dealing with those things. Maybe you have anxiety. You're trying to deal with that without medication or whatever. And it's like, wow, holy shit, it is hard. And I know that you said you love your 30s and I love my 30s too, but I literally was in a conversation yesterday talking about when my son's 10, he's 1 right now, I'm going to be in my 40s.
Girl, I haven't even had kids yet.
Like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that. And it's crazy because it's like 40 is the new 20s. I don't know. Like, I don't even feel like that's old. But if you would ask me as an 18-year-old what it was like to be 40, I would think you're goddamn old. And I'm so sorry, old people. Like, you're not old.
You just said, I'm so sorry, old people, but you're not old.
Yeah. But it's like, damn.
It's so crazy. And it's, you know what? We're going to stop here. Tune into our next episode. Get to know yourself.
Yes, that's great. It was so nice. And we will talk to you next time.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.